All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken. Down back shy of the 20.
On the set. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, pick your game up. Check 24. Check 24. Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second and a yard, Jackson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 6-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson got an open man. It's a new one. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check. Crunch. 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 Go. 40's Mike. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
On third down, Jackson gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains.
Check 26. Check 48's the mic. 66. Pull it. Ha. Here we go, D. All day, D. All day.
That one caught by Gibson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second and 7. Jackson into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Tight dog. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check. Grab down. Jam. Go. Come on.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Get ready.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. A gain of 3, second down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Switch gears. Under 10. 10. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Jump. He's checking. Check 49.
On second down, it's Bell. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get up.
They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They go play action with Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, come on now.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin there to make the grab, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Pick up of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Don't get nervous. Check 13. Check
4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's got a new one. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On second down now, it's Bell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play it very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On second down, it's Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Check, 48, the Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Mike, 48, Mike, 48. You can't block me. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 37, check, single.
Here's Jackson. Anunwa's got it, complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Touchdown. Mike, 48. Here we go, here we go. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we go Mike to 48 right now. Let's go. Let's go. 48.
To throw is Jackson. Herndon's got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. All day, just like that. Just like that. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That one complete to Anderson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 7-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Montgomery. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Switch it, come on, switch it. He's coming, double up, off, he's coming, double up. Hey, alert 48, hey, we don't like the 48.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Switch. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Let's go now. 55, 53. Hey. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Get your money. Go. It's our time. Check 48's the money. Check 48's the money. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. He's coming. We got double up. Orbit. Check 20 pads, yeah.
Jackson on 1st down. Dancing and a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And Anderson's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Check 53's Mike. Gotta do better.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 55 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Taylor. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the ready. 53, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wake up. Watch the screen. Keep.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
Now Jackson on first down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Now a draw play. This is Bell. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He's covering.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And to the tight end here, Seferian-Jenkins. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 40.
Jackson from the shotgun. Down under 2 minutes to go. in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Joker.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Show it up. Squeeze. Check. Watch the eye. 6.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
57's the mic. 81. 57's the mic. I got it. Share. Off.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson, the loop, and the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
It's just me and you. Share. Check nickel. Safe. Check 99. Check 9. Rush in. Come on.
Jackson now. This one caught by Crowder. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Motion. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Watch out.
Check 37. Check 37.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike.
Get that quarterback. And on the court. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Check 50. Check 50.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Slam. Rock. Mike's 40. Mike.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Alert 3. Go. 40's the Mike. Squeeze. I'm coming after you. Check 3. Slam.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Go. Out. Grab. Zip it.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
And Charles on the losing side of